Okay, so we're done with the iron remover and the clay barring using Incredible Suds at, it came out to about 25 to 1 on an IK. I just about have a strip wash going. I don't like false advertising. There's too much snake oil, too much crap in the auto detailing industry. It's gotta stop. All right, mix up some Incredible Suds here. I don't even think I need to do a surface prep. So now we're onto the Rinseless Wash, and this is the first panel that I've done. Normally I wouldn't douse it with a hose. Just checking to see if it gives any hydrophobicity, and you don't really get any. Whereas with the McKee's product, McKee's Rinseless Graphene Wash, I certainly get it. So this is a late evening look of the Incredible Suds. No, it's the DIY Detail. It's a DIY Detail Rinseless Wash. Now, I did the hybrid wash with Incredible Suds first, and then to get some slickness to the paint, and then I did the Rinseless Wash. It's got some slickness. You definitely need a drying towel to get it. I tried to cheat a little and use just a microfiber, a low GSM microfiber, but now it wants a higher GSM drying towel. It's got a gloss, it's got a gloss. Now, let's go to the C6. I didn't realize I'd finish that quick. Gotta love hybrid wash. Let's do at least the hood with the C6 and see how it goes. This is our C6 Mist, which is a detailing aid or a rinse aid. So these are very, very early preliminary thoughts. Oh, whoa. We went from mild slickness to wild slickness with the C6. I can tell you that off the bat. There's no real way to see the gloss right now or what I'm getting because it's too early. I love these double-sided towels, and here's why. Yellow means that this is my application towel. Turn it to the gray side. Yellow is the application towel. The gray side, I use it as the buffing towel. Then I know I'm never mixing towels. It's like the towel just slides across. Wow. Now remember, this is my first DIY product, so I'm completely new to this. Some of you guys might be saying, oh God, dude, get over yourself. That's what these products have been doing for a while. Welcome to the club. Look at that. Look at the glisten. That's just a spray. It's just a spray. Let's keep going. So, Sound and Gloss engineers, let me get you caught up with what's going on. This morning, I did a rinseless wash, and already you can see some dust on the surface. So we're gonna rinseless wash it again, but just with a microfiber towel. What we're gonna be putting on here is ceramic gloss. Now, I've made a decision with this car, and you might not get my decision, but chemically it makes sense for me. And which is good enough for anybody's decision making, if it's good enough for them. I want to stay ceramic to ceramic, and that is to say that I have C6 Mist on this car already, and it's a ceramic product. If I were to go to Quick Beads, which is a graphene product, I'm mixing. And so I'll put in a question to the boys at DIY to ask them, hey, is that okay? Is mixing all right? Because I don't want to muck anything up by mixing products. This shouldn't be mixed. Now, there's no exclusive warning, and I'm sure if they couldn't be mixed, they would say something, but I just, I don't want to take chances with my gloss. Now, this wash has been done a few times over. So the first one was a Incredible Suds wash. That's their soap product. I did that, and I come to find that the product really didn't provide any protection. It got the car clean, of course, as you would expect, but it was a clean surface type of thing. Prior to doing that wash, I had done an iron remover, a what do you call it? Not wash. Prior to that, I had done a complete wash that included a strip wash. So I got all the old chemicals off of the paint, because how can you possibly tell what you're doing if you're mixing chemicals and you're, adding one company's products to another company's products, and then you don't know. So the Incredible Suds wash was completed. Then I went to a hybrid, and again, after the end of the Incredible Suds wash, I felt like I really didn't have any, there was no beading, it felt like there was no protection on the car, to be honest. All right. Ceramic gloss, DIY detail. It felt like there was no protection on the car. So then I did the Rinseless Wash to get familiarized with it. And the Rinseless Wash was fine, but again, the slickness improved just a tad, but I didn't see a whole lot of beading of water. One for the sponge. Open it up a little. There you go. One for the sponge. Okay. Very lightly for the car. I didn't see a whole lot of beading. So I went ahead and I put the C6 down all on the same day that I did the hybrid wash. Oh my God, after the C6 mist, it was slick city. I cannot emphasize this enough. The car was so slick. I've had some slick products before. I've had products that are specifically branded. Like, hey, this is a slick product. This feels nice. Not as slick, but it feels nice. It's not as slick as a C6, but I'm after gloss. So adding the C6 mist, then I could see, yep, we have hydrophobicity. We have a layer of protection. I was extremely pleased. I had gotten it on sale. It's a $29, probably a $30 detailer. I had gotten it on sale through their 2-year anniversary YouTube cast that they did, and it was money well spent. I liked it. So then I had asked at that time that I got it during the podcast or YouTube cast, hey, what's the best way to use this? And they told me about stacking products. And they did mention, hey, you can put ceramic gloss. Just wait a week. Okay, no problem. So I waited my week, which is now. During this week time, I had done another Rinseless Wash. So that's a total of 1 Incredible Suds wash to start with, and 3 Rinseless washes, of which I'll go through and scroll and show you photos. And then there's going to be another towel to buff this. Come along and buff. And using these products, I learned that, yep, you can overstack. You've got to get them off. Otherwise it creates, issues with how it looks on the paint. It doesn't look as good, that kind of thing. By the way, I'm struggling with this new around the chest and neck iPhone holder, but I thought it would make my first person angles much, much better. Okay, so now it's on. Let's get a towel that we brought to buff with. All right. And these microfibers aren't anything to write home about. They're just chemical guys, microfibers. I'm not using anything special. All right, let's go to a part of the car where the sun's hitting. Right here is good. Right here is very, very good. So, on the panel, on the panel, on the panel. Let's rub that in. Buff cloth. Now, I bought a gloss meter. When I started out doing all of this, I bought myself a gloss meter. got gypped. It only gives one reading, no matter what you're doing, no matter what conditions you're in, it's broken. And by the time I had gotten around to opening it, it was way too late to implement any eBay protections. So that's pretty much, I'm stuck with a broken gloss meter, which tells me, gents, if it sounds too good to be true, it probably is. Now, one of the things that I learned, in addition to all this, in researching DIY chemicals, I'm always about getting the best price wherever I possibly can. I will never resort to begging, but I want to get the best price. I don't want to know that I'm the guy that's paying the most out of everybody. Do not like that feeling. And I was on that podcast I mentioned earlier, and I thought I got a good deal. But I think it was Detail Image that had the very same price. I'm in the wholesale tier at $1,000 to $2,000 a year, and I'll easily make that. I could have gotten the same pricing without having to sit through a podcast. So yeah, didn't know that. Now this 4th of July, just talking about sales in general. Yeah, there were some sales going on, but I'm gonna be honest, 10%, thanks, keep it. 10% is not enough to even get me out of bed. 25% we're talking. 30%, we're good. Now, you know about my project, Summer Detail Store. My prices start at 25% off retail. I could choose to try to go for retail and then just sit on it till it sells, but I'm like you guys. I'm an enthusiast. Give me a deal. But what gets annoying is that you've given the deal. They can't beat the deal anyplace else. And then they go, can you do better than that? No, I can't. And then you realize it's just been a waste of time. As a matter of fact, I'll walk you through what happened with one person in particular. He called, asked for a bunch of things, 2 polishers, this, that, and the other, a couple $100 worth of chemicals. So then he asked at the end for some pricing on some Atom products that I just put up. So I gave him pricing that was not a loss leader, but I wasn't gonna make much. Certainly I wasn't making enough to even bother packing a box if that was the only part of his order. Well, therein lies the truth. That's all he really wanted. He asked for all these other things to get his price down, and then he didn't really want that stuff. Once I figured that out, when he said, well, let me just start with these Adams products. Let's just start there. I said, no, that's not even enough for me to pack the box. Thanks anyway. And I declined his business. And I'm sure he's, displeased that somebody figured out his ruse, but come on. So here's my DIY detailed car. Incredible Suds wash, 3 times over Rinseless Wash in the course of 2 weeks, of course. Coating of ceramic C6 mist, which is their detail spray. That is a nice glisten. No matter what angle you approach it at, that is a nice glisten there. And that's always what I'm going for, glisten and glow. I should have called my little enterprise Glisten and Glow. Live and learn. There is a smattering of dust. More glisten. And then the last coating on here is quick beads. I decided to stay ceramic and ceramic as opposed to going to their quick beads. The quick beads is graphene and ceramic gloss is ceramic, and the C6 is ceramic. Ceramic mist is ceramic. So I wanted to stay all ceramic. Guys, this is your head engineer for Sound and Gloss, and I want you guys to know that I appreciate when you watch, like, subscribe, ask questions, interact, and don't forget, Summer Detail Store is in full swing. Link to the spreadsheet is below. Hope you'll buy something.